We have Clayton Echard, former Bachelor, creating a Bachelor-themed Airbnb. We're going to get into the listing, and for a small fee, he'll actually show up and do a rose ceremony. This is no joke. This is capitalism, baby. It's Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. So let's jump into it. Follow me on Instagram at DNeals, and also every afternoon, Bachelor Rush Hour, the hit podcast where you can get all of your Bachelor and other pop culture and entertainment news in one place. All right, yesterday Clayton dropped this bombshell Instagram video where he recreates some iconic scenes of him as Bachelor. Let's have a watch. He's got the nice blue suit. Lovely ladies.
You all look absolutely stunning tonight, and I'm so grateful that we get to be together during this incredible weekend of celebrations. Scottsdale is a place where lifetime memories are made, but unfortunately, for one of you here tonight, your friends have majority voted and they've identified you as a potential wild card for the weekend. They do not know if you'll survive Scottsdale in one piece, and therefore, you will not be receiving a rose here tonight.
The wild card.
No, this is not a drill. I officially have my own short-term rental in South Scottsdale, and I would love to host you and your friends, whether it be for a bachelorette party, a bachelor party, or even a weekend getaway. The 4-bedroom home can sleep 8 people comfortably and is currently undergoing renovations in the backyard to add a pool, a spa, a putting green, and more. The home is only a 10-minute drive from Old Town Scottsdale, so you're as close to the action as you need to be. Whatever your reasoning is for visiting sunny Scottsdale, Arizona, the Bachelorette House has it all. So click the link in my bio to book your next visit now. To fun.
To fun!
All right, there it is. Some of the ladies that Clayton had there. I'm like, well, wondering, is Clayton dating them? All right, so let's take a look at the listing. The ultimate Bachelor/Bachelorette experience, and also, will he receive a cease and desist letter from the Bachelor franchise? My hope is that they gave him prior approval for this. Wouldn't that be nice if Clayton became sort of the premier Bachelor host for Airbnbs across the country? Why Scottsdale? Do Scottsdale, do Nashville, anywhere you want to go. Now, look. Bachelorette parties are a different breed. We're going to get into why bachelorette parties are so popular and why Scottsdale is a good location in a second. But let's take a look at some of the photos. So here we have, you guys know I like to check out a good image. Okay, great. You know, AstroTurf is nice because of the desert climate. It's better on, not needing as much water. And of course, we have a nice sim-style backyard here. The little area where you can gossip under the shade because you drank too much. People are hanging out in the pool, the nice little hot tub there. Very nice kitchen, good lighting, sunlight there, good mid-century modern, as all the women want to have here, and then very nice stuff. So if you've ever been to Scottsdale, it really is like a party destination in the desert. I'm actually going today in about an hour for a baseball tournament, but I will be interviewing Clayton on Friday. That's right, folks. We'll have Clayton next week on the Driving with Dave, if we can get him in the old Tesla there. But here's the backyard now, so it's undergoing, I don't know what they're going to do here, but I guess this turf area will become a pool. Very nice. You know, these areas, they're just, the Airbnb, short-term rental, they're just meant for parties. They're meant for groups of people to come in and have a good time. But imagine having a good time with the perk of getting to hire Clayton to be there with you. And for the right price, I don't know if you guys know economics, but for the right price, you can really get anything. I'm sure he'll do a strip dance for you for the right price. All right, so anyway, he, shares all the listing information, but it's interesting. It says you can partake in a full-on rose ceremony with Clayton Echard from season 26 of ABC's The Bachelor, the perfect bachelorette or bachelor party experience. So I guess my question is, would the Bachelor producers come after him for using their insignia, their famous rose? Now, again, I hope not. I mean, hasn't the guy suffered enough at the hands of this franchise? But I think most people are looking at this as a really cool business opportunity, And he says down here, a $500 fee for appearance is paid separate if you want Clayton to be there. Otherwise, you get the place without Clayton. Don't rent Clayton House, or should we call it Clayton Chateau? Don't rent it without the $500 appearance. I mean, that seems like a no-brainer. Anyone can stay at a random place, but to get Clayton out there. Now, here's so he says $500 fee for appearance. I actually unearthed, and what I'm about to share with you is complete parody, but some people don't understand humor. I'm about to unearth for you some other appearance fees that you can make. For $250, Rachel Recchio will take your rose and actually break it over her knee. For $250 fee, you can actually get a fake sonogram and tell your friends you're pregnant as a fun family prank. And for $500 small dollars, I, Dave Neal, power recapper, will power recap from the backyard pergola as that one friend gets too day drunk and pretends they still have their college stamina but doesn't make it out for the evening festivities. And for another $500, Clayton will tell all the women he loves them, and then we'll recreate the crying scene in the staircase. $750, we'll fly in the TikTok girl from New York and accuse her of having sex with Clayton. And for $1,000, Braden and Aaron will actually blow up their pool floaty and sink in the backyard, recreating their boating accident. So many options you can get from this here show. Now, why is and again, I had some articles pulled up on bachelorette parties versus bachelor parties, but what makes Scottsdale so fun? So you picked out your bachelorette destination, but now you have no clue what to do. We got you. Scottsdale Bachelorette is Scottsdale's #1 bachelorette company, offering pre-arrival decorating, fridge stocking, luggage storage, at-home experience. Okay, so it is a full-blown industry to do group outings. I don't know if my millennial generation really created this, sort of like we're getting married later or friend groups are more important than ever. But I got to say this, and again, y'all can correct me, but from my general anecdotal observations, bachelorette parties are the most obnoxious group of things that you'll see out there. In Nashville, it'll be a bunch of girls in denim skirts and pink cowboy hats with Taylor Swift lyrics tattooed to their, bedazzled onto their backs. Here, bachelor parties to me are more like a SWAT group where you don't really see them, but they exist. Like they don't want you to know they're in a bachelor party. It's kind of like stealth mode, hiding from their ladies, lurching in the dark, cockroach-like levels of disappearing at night, Whereas bachelorette parties are more like a Puerto Rican Day Parade in New York City, where like everyone knows it's happening. You know what I mean? I don't know. Is that I think that's a really good comparison for the two. Either way, I'll make a fee. I'll show up to your bachelor or bachelorette party, whichever you can afford. All right. And, so apparently Scottsdale is really the home. A Scottsdale Bachelorette Party city guide to plan your weekend. So I'm sure maybe Clayton will be taking people on, Clayton, don't just do bachelorette and bachelor parties. You should do like old people events, like bird watching. You know what I mean? Get up at the crack of dawn with a nice warm muffin and show people the town, that type of stuff. There's plenty of good reason to plan a bachelorette party in Scottsdale, Arizona. And this is before we knew Clayton had the Clayton House, called the desert version of Miami South Beach by the New York Times. I've never heard that before. Honey, I know we couldn't afford going to Miami, but let's go to the desert version. It's called Scottsdale, Arizona. Now, seriously, though, honestly, Scottsdale's a ton of fun. This bachelorette destination is packed with bride squad opportunity, top-notch venues for dining, drinking, and partying, fun shopping boutiques, plenty of outdoor activities in the guaranteed sunshine, and a robust spa scene. And like we said before, you can get a fake sonogram. It really just punk your family. Hey, I went to Scottsdale for a bachelorette party. I came back with, a DNA test. Okay, all joking aside, congratulations to Clayton here for, like I said, he could just lean into it, Clayton. Lean into it. Be the bachelor guy. You can be the bachelor Airbnb guy the way that Naked Cowboy is the guy who plays music in Times Square. I mean, the guy could be 99 years old. He's going to be strumming on the 6th string. All right. So let me know if you guys will be booking this. I got to tell you what. Looked at a lot of comments. I wouldn't be surprised if this becomes like a full-time thing that Clayton has to do. I mean, look, you wanted to get hired for speaking opportunities, do them in your own backyard. Could you imagine being like, look, Clayton, I know we paid $500 for you to hand me a rose, but can you slap me on the ass and tell me I'm your fantasy suite partner? And he's like, what? It's like, for an extra $100, I could do that. The a la carte pricing from Clayton Eckerd here. All right, let me know what you guys think. Apparently my channel has become a Clayton Eckerd fanboy channel, but hey, You got to respect when there's no other content out there. Clayton is delivering. And I got a special, you know what I'm going to do for you guys since you stuck around? I'm going to share with you what I've got going on this week's episode of Driving with Dave. Are you guys ready for this? This is a premiere. You're about to be the first to see it. Have a watch. All right. Well, I got some breaking news out of this week's guest. That's right. Rodney Matthews going to break some big news for you guys. Cross your fingers. Great conversation. You got to love this guy. That's not hyperbole, folks. I got new information out of Rodney. Never before heard. You'll get that this Saturday. More content coming to you right after this.